Hi everyone, welcome to Everyday, your daily stop for virtual reality content. My name is Dee, and I am on my Oculus Rift DK2, and I am in space with my monitor. And me and my monitor here I'm using Virtual Desktop to actually show you what's happening on my actual screen right now. And Virtual Desktop has many interesting features, one of which is a video player. It's one of the best video players out there for the Rift DK2 right now, and it's able to load any 360-degree video and play it. So if I just go here to open, and I jump over to YouTube videos, jump into YouTube, pick a video, I don't know, here's a car test, and suddenly I'm in a dude's car with him. Hey dude. And it's on every side of me. I can look all around. There's the headrest. I can look out the windows. I cannot lean forward, unfortunately, because the videos are recorded from a fixed point of view, and there's no stereoscopy. So that means both of my eyes see the same image all the time. So this is 360 video. And this video is from YouTube. All of the videos I'm going to show you today are available on YouTube using YouTube's 360-degree video feature, which, and I'm going to be showing you music videos. So this is probably going to be a two-part episode because I really want to go in depth about these music videos. There are 4 of them. So before I launch into describing and showing you the 4 music videos, I'm first going to talk about what I've been up to. So on Thursday, I was at Step Into the Rift, which was the official launch event, official press event to launch the Oculus Rift consumer version, which is going to be the refined consumer-ready version of this headset I'm wearing right now. And I took a bunch of photos. I captured my impressions in a Reddit post. I'm going to link that in the description. I wrote it on the way on the train home from the event, so it was totally fresh in my mind at the time. If you want to check that out, links are in the description. They also gave me some cool swag. So I got a coffee mug, has the brand new Oculus logo on it, which is no longer the eye. Now it is this oval looking thing that looks like a racetrack. I think it looks like a racetrack. And they gave me a t-shirt, and the t-shirt says Rift. So there we go. I'm also very excited about a lot of the news that's coming out as we approach E3. There is a new Star VR headset with a 210-degree field of view. So the Oculus Rift has about a 90 or 100 degree field of view. It's like wearing like ski goggles or a diving mask on your face in the real world. So you can still see quite a bit, but it's like you're wearing blinders kind of. Whereas this really, when you're looking straight ahead, you have full field of vision. You have a little loss when you move your eyes off to the left or right, but otherwise it pretty much fills your complete field of view, which is pretty amazing. But there's a lot of stuff we still don't know about it. It's made by the people who designed Infiniti, if you're familiar with that. It was an old prototype back in the DK1 days. So that's very exciting news. I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. And I'm not going to be using this today. So someone has recently released a YouTube VR 360-degree streaming player for DK2. So this is a great application. I tried it a little bit. You load it up. It has a search box. You can type in any search term, find 360-degree videos on YouTube, play them in virtual reality on your DK2 and start watching them immediately. And the controls are great and it's instantaneous. It supports up to 1440p resolution, but I just I'm picky, so I want to maximize my quality. And so I'm going to be using Virtual Desktop to play my videos because I want to play the full 4K resolution videos. 4K resolution in 360 degrees provides 10.6 pixels per degree, which happens to match the pixels per degree of the DK2 roughly. So to get the best quality on DK2, you really want to use 4K resolution for your 360 videos. So I'm hoping this player will get it eventually because it's actually quite a bit more convenient than Virtual Desktop. But so if you don't care that much about resolution, just go grab this, and it's much more convenient, and the controls are great, and there's tons of content to explore on YouTube, and you could just wander for hours playing lots of scenes all around you. So I'm going to link this in the description. But like I said, I will be using Virtual Desktop for this video. So I'm gonna spend some time playing through each video. I'm not gonna comment during the music because that would be rude, but I'm gonna go back through the video a second time and turn the music down a bit, talk over it, talk about kind of what's going on in the video, any cool things that they're doing, any noticeable like problems in the video that I spot, and just how I feel about it. So this is the first video we're gonna be seeing. This is Graffiti. So this was created by a team at Intel, who I believe was just interested in experimenting with 360 video technology. By the way, all these videos, I'm going to include the YouTube link in the description, and you can go visit them on your monitor and move it around with your mouse. I'm actually, I'm going to show you this as long as I'm here. Graffiti 360. There we go. So if you're watching on your monitor, like I am right now, ads.
Never again.
You can actually use your mouse to drag it around, just like I'm going to be moving my head around, except you're using your mouse. And you can also zoom in and out, I believe, with the plus and minus keys. There you go. Zoom in and out. Pay attention to your resolution selector. You're going to want to set this as high as your bandwidth can stand and your PC can stand to make sure you get good quality, because 360 degrees only shows you a small portion of the video at a time. You can also watch this on your phone. So if you watch one of these videos on your phone, what it'll do is it'll make it so that when you hold up your phone on the video and you look around, it'll use the IMU inside the phone to track the position and rotation, well, the rotation of the phone as you move it around. So you'll see different parts of the video through the phone as you move it, like it's a little window into the virtual world. So YouTube has already implemented that in their YouTube official app. If you have it on your Android phone, just go grab that and check it out. Anyway, enough prelude. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the first video. So the first one I'm going to be showing you is Graffiti. Like I said, Graffiti is a music video. Why am I losing my windows here? There we go. Created by Intel. They grabbed an artist, Noa Neal, who is a Flemish artist. If you're not familiar, Flanders is the Dutch-speaking northern part of Belgium. That's this part here. And she is pretty well known in Belgium. She's had a string of top 100 hits, as you can see here. One of them was a top 6 hit quite recently. And she has a television show and so on. And so she's pretty well known over there in Belgium. In the rest of the world, she is not well known at all. In fact, this is from a different language version of Wikipedia. This is translated from that version. There's not an article on her on the English Wikipedia. So if you're outside Belgium, you probably haven't heard of her. But she does some cool stuff. This song was co-written by Ellie Wyatt, who is a songwriter out of Brighton in the UK, along with Mighty Mike, who is a US producer out of LA, and Noa Neal. This is a scene from the production. You see they got this green screen back here. We're going to be seeing more of that in the video. And it was all done in a single take, and so that you can kind of look around during the video without having jump cuts screw up what you're doing. And they got a whole bunch of people to come in and join them for the production. That's kind of the whole team in this picture here. And I think we're ready to jump into it. Let's go. I am just going to, so I'm going to be grabbing the video. I download, this is, I include a link to this version in the description. It's the highest quality version of this video. It's from color.com. I'm going to drop it in here. Here we go.
I should have followed my head and not my stupid heart, but I wanted the danger of taking it fast. I needed to feel something real. I wanted the thrill, like I'm riding on a motorbike, speeding corners late at night, surfing on the highways, moving to the fast lane, feeling all rebellious, said I couldn't
right, we're here back in space. I'm going to go through that video just one more time. I'm going to talk a little bit about it over the music this time. Let's go. So right off, they launch with the green screen here. They tell you that it's made by a collaboration between Intel and Color. Color.com is a site that has a bunch of 360-degree panoramas at high quality. And I believe they existed before YouTube added their 360 video support. So they've got this green screen here, and they're just taking this existing footage and putting it on the screen inside the 360-degree scene. That's actually adds some. It's interesting that lets them add some footage from another setting into this shot, despite the fact that it is obviously all taken in one shooting session in one shot. In this beginning part, if you look at this cheerleader on the right here at her head, you can see it's kind of being sliced. That is one of the stitching errors. It's a little bit disturbing. And I believe there's another equivalent one on the left there. If you look up at the grading there on the left-hand wall, you can see there's like a triangle of seams coming together. And I think this is just an artifact of the particular camera setup that they had, that they didn't perfectly match up all of the edges of all of the camera views, so they had to kind of do their best and blend them together, but it's not quite right. But it's still, they did a good job. This is something that they have to do. They have to kind of make it so that the focus is usually away from the seam. So if they had Noa dancing right in front of that seam, that would have been terrible. But since they put her between the seams, right in the middle of one of the camera views, it's not much of an issue. I like this part a lot, how they lift her up, so it forces you to look up toward the top of the shot, so that in general this video is a great job of being designed to make you look up and down, make you look left and right. They have the guy with the flare or with the smoke who goes past you right in front of Noa and drives your view from the right to the left. And it's interesting because you have the choice. Like, there's kind of two focal points. You can watch the guy with the smoke as he goes past, or you can just say, screw that guy, I'm going to keep watching Noa, and it's all up to you. And there's kind of, you're encouraged to look around, but they also have a focal point. There's always stuff going on. Yep, there he goes again. So and this part's also interesting to me. They have her move up onto the float with the band. The band before was just in the background. And so they've kind of changed the focal point from being on one side directly to the opposite side. So now you're turning around for the rest of the video. And so there's not a single direction that you're always watching for the entire video. There's a focal point that's shifting from one. So it's fairly consistent. Like, most of the video it was this way. Part of the video it's this way. But it's not like all over the place. It's still fairly consistent. And everybody cheers. I think they actually had fun with this. I wonder how many takes they had to do. All right, so that was Graffiti. I'm going to go ahead and jump into our next video. So let's see, what is the next video here? So the 4 videos I'm going to be doing are Avicii's Waiting for Love, Noa Neal's Graffiti, Bjork's Stone Milker, and Squarepusher's Stor Eiglass. I'm going to go ahead with... I think I'm actually going to go ahead and do... So that last one was a really poppy song, a really kind of traditional pop song with, you know, a very bright melody, very catchy hook. Actually, I can't get that song out of my head for the life of me. And Waiting for Love is kind of the same kind of thing, so except it's more EDM. So I'm actually going to do something different. I'm going to go ahead and jump into Squarepusher, Stor Eiglass. Before I do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it first. So we're going to jump into the browser here. And so Stor Eiglass, 360 video. And I'm going to learn a little bit about how it was produced. So it's interesting because this one is completely computer animated. They're going for this kind of psychedelic look. And I believe it's all animated in a 3D modeling package, possibly Maya, possibly 3D Studio Max. This article uses the word kaleidoscopic, and I think that's very appropriate. So it's going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of things going on. I think there's a lot of symbolism in this video that is rather difficult to interpret. So I'm just going to go ahead and play it a couple times. So let's jump in there. By the way, if I didn't tell you already, I got my hands on most of these videos for viewing in virtual desktop by using 4K Video Downloader. I don't believe this is compliant with the YouTube Terms of Service, but it works. You can go grab this by Googling 4K Video Downloader. So I'm just going to grab that video, drop it on down there again. So we start out flying through this portal of the clouds, and then we're above the city, and it just stops us here for the rest of the musical intro. So this one definitely has some very clear syncing between the movements of the song and the scenes of the video. They also have some kind of implied plot elements going on. You start out seeing this person with the jetpack at the very beginning, and you see them diving toward the city, and then you dive toward them. And you yourself also have a jetpack. So it's implied that you're kind of following each other. Like they flew over the billboard, you crashed through the billboard. So there's kind of this implication that they're the expert here. They know what they're doing, and you're just trying to keep up with them. And I don't know how to describe this art style. It's, like they said, very kaleidoscope, very psychedelic, lots of bright colors, lots of flat surfaces. It's very clearly being 3D rendered, but it's also given the appearance of a cartoon, kind of like cel shading. I like how in the 360 videos in general, they have this immense replay value, because no matter which way you're looking, you're always going to miss some little thing that they snuck into the scene. Like, you know how in movies they're always like sneaking little things like in the background that everybody misses? In 360 videos, that's going to be 10 times worse, because they're not just sneaking things in the background, they're sneaking things like in like behind you in the corner of your eye, or like behind a tree that you happen to walk right by. So in this scene, I think we're like a woman or a pregnant woman, because we have these protruding breasts coming out. And then and we met that person, and we did some kind of hand thing with them. I think it was like some kind of ritual. I don't know. Then we're here with these people. So this part, I'm pretty sure, is some kind of like VR dystopian nightmare. Like all these people with their headsets, they're like having a good time in their VR rigs, but like they're out here in the rain, and they're convulsing wildly, and they've lost all control of their normal lives. And so and they're completely vulnerable when the spaceship comes along and decides it's just going to come and pick them all up and take them to some uncertain fate. Whereas we lost our headset when we were falling down, so we're just running for our lives and trying to escape the evil spaceship. But we can't, because it is too powerful. So I really like how this one, it moves along a straight line. So you have this constant velocity, helps to reduce sim sickness. There we go. And you can always look behind you and see where you came from. And it kind of, it helps to have the spatial alignment to match up with how the thing progressed in time. So you can look back and see where you were before. This part, I don't even know. It's like we're like inside an alternate dimension inside the spaceship, and there's this giant rotating top, and it's combining into lots of different faces. So I think like each of them has like 3 or 4 different facial features on it, each of the rings, and then the rings rotate to form many different faces. So it's kind of making lots of different combinations. And in this scene, there's not much going on behind you or to the sides of you, so they really want you to focus on the shape in front of you. And here we are with our jetpack friend, who is somehow still okay. How did you even end up in here? I don't know. And then they've got a hat. Whatever. It's a really weird video, but it's incredibly creative, really artistic, and then there's this scene. This is just out of nowhere. Notice how the lasers are right on the beat? I don't believe which rock is firing the lasers corresponds to the notes, but they're just kind of going in some arbitrary order. And they're kind of keeping the fire lit with their lasers? I don't know. But yeah, that last scene was kind of disconnected from the rest of the narrative, but it was still pretty cool. And this is just all the people who worked on it. We're sitting here, we're the same person. Notice we have no head in this. We have always just had a head hole and neck, and we have also been naked the whole time. So that was the credits, everybody who worked on it in that room at the end. I like that way of doing credits in general, just kind of being in a room and having the credits posted around the room. And what is my time at? I might have to take a break. I do have to take a break. So guys, this has been 360 music videos, and we have 2 more to go. Next time, we're going to be checking out Avicii's Waiting for Love, where we will see many doors opening and closing, and Bjork's Stonemilker, where we will be alone on a beach with Bjork. And I will see you guys then. Everybody have a great every day.